make sense of WarioWare, it's important to make a distinction. These aren't minigames. Minigames usually last 2 to 3 minutes. These last 2 to 3 seconds. And with a few exceptions, minigame collections are usually mega lame. There's nothing lame about mega party games. I think that's an important thing to understand about this series, especially if you've never played WarioWare. Forget whatever associations you might make, negative or otherwise, with the oft-maligned minigame collection, because that's not what WarioWare is. The games may be short and plentiful, and he may wear a hat, but Wario throws a very different party, as evidenced by the palpably insane WarioWare Inc. Mega Party games. The first WarioWare game for a home console, Mega Party Games, released to the Nintendo GameCube in 2004, less than a year after the series debuted on the Game Boy Advance. And that might seem like too short a turnaround for an all-new sequel to an all-new series, but that's the thing about Mega Party Games, it's not all new. In fact, Mega Party Games is actually a multiplayer enhanced remake of Mega Microgames, the GBA original and the very first WarioWare game. But again, you have to drop your presuppositions. Yes, this is kind of a port of what you might call a minigame collection, a summary that doesn't paint a very enticing picture. But the truth is that Mega Party Games is much better than that. In fact, you can call it whatever you want, as long as you also call it one of the very best multiplayer games on the Nintendo GameCube. There are two reasons the game is so good. First, Mega Party Games includes each of the more than 200 microgames from Mega Microgames, and as the introductory sampling to the madness WarioWare has since unleashed, they're uniquely exuberant. This is the blueprint, this is where it all began. Plus, the games just work on the GameCube. They don't feel ported over, they feel at home, and it's nice to play them on a big screen as well. But more importantly, what really makes this remake worth a look are its multiplayer enhancements. WarioWare games are just made to be played with friends, and Mega Party Games adds 4-player support to those frantic GBA microgames. And if you've played a WarioWare game with 4 players, you know just how significant an addition that is. The reason WarioWare thrives in a multiplayer setting is its unrelenting pace. Mega Party Games throws microgames at you without preparation or explanation. You have 2 or 3 seconds to decipher what the single word instruction is telling you to do, how to do it, and then to actually do it. And therein lies the beauty of WarioWare. It's a game about reflexes and doing without thinking. And half the fun of it is watching others frantically try to figure out what the hell is going on. So Mega Party Games adds 4-player support and even a 16-player mode with controller passing, and that's all fantastic. What's a little less fantastic, and the one thing that makes Mega Party Games feel somewhat porty, is how little it does to the core GBA experience. The single-player mode feels very thin, and it would have been nice had Nintendo improved that portion of the game with as much gusto as they did the multiplayer stuff. In retrospect, Mega Party Games was clearly just a starting point for WarioWare on the home console. The series got even better on Wii with Smooth Moves, a game that addressed many of this game's weak points. But if you're a Wii owner who loved that game and happens to have 4 GameCube controllers lying around, this one is still an easy recommendation. And by the way, huge thanks to Eric from Texas for sending us this. He actually sent us this along with a whole box full of great Nintendo games that we'll be getting to over the next week or so. Eric, you sir are a model Undertoad. Thank you very much for the donation. It's fast, it's fun, and frankly, there's nothing quite like WarioWare Mega Party Games.
Watch out.